morning everybody. I hope you're all safe and all happy. I hope you've had a lovely 2 weeks off and that you're all ready to learn again now. Now our new topic this week is called People Who Help Us, and this is a really exciting topic. There are lots of people who help us. We have our families and friends, and then we also have people with special jobs who help us every day, and we might forget about them sometimes. So it's great to talk about them so we can think about what amazing jobs they do and we can be really, really thankful. So our first book that we're reading this week is about police officers, and you can see here the police officers wearing their uniform, their hard hats to protect them and their vests to protect them, and then they've got their radios to talk to each other as well. Now you might already know some things about police officers, so I'm going to give you a minute to tell someone at home. Okay, I'm sure you had some fantastic ideas, and now we're going to find out more. So have a look, you'll be able to see the pictures at the bottom of the screen, and I'm going to read this book to you now. So, police officers. We need the police. There are many people who help us. Police officers help us. There are police officers in your local community, so in your local area where you live. Police officers keep us all safe. They make sure that people obey the laws. They work with us to make our communities safer. Now our laws are the special rules that we have in our areas to make sure that everyone stays safe and to make sure everything's really fair. These rules are so important and the police help us to follow them. So, what the police do. For a police officer, every day is different. They have many kinds of jobs to do. Police officers solve crimes and catch criminals. They also help out in different types of emergencies. So you can see the river police here. So it's very different to the kind of police that we see. We usually see police in cars. But there are also police that travel along rivers. And crimes are when people break those really important rules we were talking about. That's called a crime, and criminals are the people that make those mistakes and the people that break the law, so break those really important rules. And emergencies mean something where you need really quick help and it might be really scary or dangerous. That would be an emergency. So, on duty, police officers patrol the local community, so our local areas. People are less likely to break the law if there are police officers round. Police officers get to know the people in their area. Knowing the community helps them to do their jobs better. Solving crimes. Now we've talked about crimes. Remember, it's when we break the rules, those really important rules, that is called a crime. A crime is when someone breaks the law. A criminal might steal a car. He or she might break into houses to take things, which is really awful. So if something really bad like that happens, people can call the police when something is stolen. The police do their best to find the criminal. They interview people and search for clues. It's a really tricky job. Emergency. If there is an emergency, the police will come to help. It might be a road accident or a fallen tree. Police officers can give first aid, so if you're hurt, they can help you. They make sure people get help. Police officers keep people away from danger, so they might stop you if you're walking towards danger. So they do lots of things to help lots of different people, which is why it's a really important job that we need to think about. Keeping order. Police officers work at football matches, parades and other big events. They make sure everyone in the crowd stays safe. So this is a mounted police officer, and this police officer is on top of a horse, which is amazing. Traffic control. Some police officers direct traffic. They keep drivers away from dangerous or crowded areas. So you might have seen police officers in the road before, pointing different ways or telling you to stop. they're making sure that you stay safe and you're not going towards somewhere where it might be dangerous. Police uniforms. It is easy to spot a police officer. They wear uniforms. They often wear high-vis jackets as well. Now those high-vis jackets are the really bright jackets that they wear over their black uniform. That makes them really easy to spot, so if we need them and we're in an emergency, we can spot them straight away. Police officers carry radios. They use them to talk to other police officers. They also carry tools such as batons and sprays to keep themselves safe. So it's really important that the police officers stay safe as well so they can help us. Police vehicles. Police officers must travel quickly in an emergency. Their cars have lights and sirens. These warn other drivers to let them pass. So when we hear those lights and sirens, we can move out of the way for the police officers and they can drive much faster than we're allowed to drive, so they can get to the emergencies in time. Some police officers use motorbikes when they are on duty. Other police officers use bicycles. Police in schools. Police officers often visit schools. They talk to children about their job. They explain how they help in the local community. Police officers teach children how to stay safe. Officers talk to children about what to do in an emergency. So there are some tips on the last page all about staying safe. So the first tip is the police are there to help. If you are lost or need help, you should find a police officer. You should not talk to strangers or go anywhere with them. That's anyone that you don't know or don't trust. You should never go anywhere near them or talk to them. And if you are in an emergency, if you're in danger or feeling safe, you can call 999 and the police are always there to help you. So we've read all about police officers, which has been really interesting, and I want you to pretend that you can talk to a police officer and ask them some questions. So if you were going to talk to a police officer, talk to your families about what questions you would ask them. You might want to ask them questions about their uniform, about emergencies, and maybe about how scary their job can be. And I think if we were going to talk to some police officers, we'd want to say a really big thank you because they work really hard to keep us safe. And you can talk to your family about this at home, but if you want to write your questions down, you can email them into us or tweet to us. That would be amazing. So we're going to read a different book tomorrow about different types of people who help us. I hope you've enjoyed our non-fiction book today with lots of information in it. And I'll see you tomorrow with another non-fiction book.